Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Fresh diplomatic efforts are underway to end the US-Iran conflict, with a new round of talks expected in Islamabad. Iranian officials told CNN that a new round of negotiations between the United States and Iran is likely to take place in Islamabad on Monday. However, US officials have not confirmed whether the talks are scheduled. Despite this, optimism remains, as President Donald Trump earlier suggested both sides are close to reaching an agreement. The US military is reportedly preparing to board Iran-linked vessels in international waters in the coming days. According to the Wall Street Journal, the planned operations could involve seizing commercial ships tied to Iran. The report has not yet been independently verified, but it signals a potential escalation in maritime tensions. Egypt is working closely with Pakistan on a framework aimed at securing a lasting peace between the US and Iran. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati said Egypt, Turkey, Pakistan and Saudi Arabia were coordinating a broader regional effort focused on preventing renewed escalation and laying the groundwork for a post-war security arrangement, stressing the importance of protecting Gulf states and stabilizing energy markets, supply chains, and food security. India has confirmed that 2 of its oil-carrying vessels were attacked while crossing the Strait of Hormuz. The Ministry of External Affairs said the incident has raised serious concerns, with India summoning Iran's ambassador for urgent talks. Officials say the matter was conveyed directly to Tehran, highlighting the risks to commercial shipping in the region. Iran has reversed its decision of reopening the strategic Strait of Hormuz as the US maintains a blockade on the Islamic Republic's ports. Iran's military announced the decision in a statement carried by Iranian media. Iran's Joint Military Command said control of the Strait of Hormuz has returned to its previous state, under strict management and control of the armed forces. It warned that it would continue to block transit through the strait as long as the US blockade of Iranian ports remained in effect. US President Donald Trump has expressed cautious optimism over ongoing negotiations with Iran, saying there is some pretty good news regarding efforts to end the Middle East conflict. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One, Trump said negotiations with Iran were going very well. He said they're negotiating over the weekend, adding that many issues had already been discussed and agreed upon. Trump also suggested a possible surprise announcement, revealing that someone very good, smart, and thoughtful would visit the White House, followed by a news conference. Despite the positive tone, Trump issued a clear warning that the ceasefire with Iran could end if no long-term agreement is reached before Wednesday. US President Donald Trump has said that a deal to end the Iran war could come soon, though no clear timeline has been set. In a social media post, he acknowledged Iran's announcement that the Strait of Hormuz is open, but maintained that the US naval blockade targeting Iranian ports will remain in place until an agreement is fully finalized. He also claimed that Iran had agreed to never close the Strait of Hormuz again. In a separate post, Trump made it clear that Israel would no longer bomb Lebanon, saying they are prohibited from doing so by the US. Trump has also told Reuters that the US will work with Iran to recover its enriched uranium and bring it back to the United States. In a phone interview, he referred to nuclear dust and added that it would be retrieved very soon. Iran denied agreeing to transfer its enriched uranium to the United States. Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson, Esmail Baghai, later told State TV that their enriched uranium is not going to be transferred anywhere. Transferring uranium to the United States has not been an option. Oil prices have settled down by around 9% after Iran said passage for all commercial vessels through the Strait of Hormuz was open for the remaining ceasefire period. And US President Donald Trump said Iran has agreed to never close the strait again. Brent crude futures settled down $9.01 or 9.07% to $90.38 a barrel after falling to a session low of $86.09. US West Texas Intermediate crude futures settled down $10.48, or 11.45%, at $83.85 a barrel, after touching a low of $80.56. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.